What's up YouTube? Luke the window cleaner. Reanna.
Hi.
Today we're going to go over things that you should be doing to get prepared for winter. I think this really applies to guys that are doing commercial or storefront work. Obviously, the guys that are doing residential, you pretty much just shut down here around November, and then November, December, and you probably won't clean windows again until springtime.
Which is really weird because I'm not saying for every company, you're not saying like we're crazy busy or anything, but we'll do houses. It was like 2 years ago, we were doing houses into like January. It was crazy. I mean, I guess it helps us because like you guys don't want to do it anymore, so we're like, we'll do it still. Just let us get like above freezing. We got you.
And one thing to keep in mind, if you're still doing houses during the winter, your water-fed bowl system's probably not going to be ideal anymore. If you do use water-fed, once it starts getting cold, we just go down to traditional, really, unless you get a warm day here or there. I think for a rule of thumb this year, we're not going to clean any houses unless it's above freezing.
We've definitely cleaned houses below freezing before, and it was not fun.
When it's that cold and you're hold on to your ladder, that's one thing. It is so miserable. It is like, it's 10 times miserable, in my opinion, doing houses below freezing than it would be doing commercial or storefront work, simply because you're holding on to that ladder. And it can be dangerous too, because if the ground's frozen, it doesn't really give you a safe spot to put your ladder on.
We've run into that before.
So number one, if you're doing commercial or storefront work, the question we're asked most about winter window cleaning is, how do you keep your solution from freezing? You can use several different things. The most popular thing that everyone uses is windshield washing fluid. You can simply dilute your window cleaning solution with windshield washing fluid, and for really cold days, you're probably just going to have to use straight windshield washing fluid. Soap does freeze. If you're using Dawn or some kind of dish detergent for your slip or soap, it will freeze. So make sure you're going a little bit lighter on the soap on really cold days, because even the soap will start to freeze up.
We love using a lot of soap, and so it gets like kind of hard for us because we have to use like so much less than what we normally would. People say we use too much soap, but it's preference really.
What are you doing?
Another thing that you can use is pure methanol alcohol if you have any like race shops around you. But the only reason why we haven't done that, they sell it. Race shops sell it. The only reason why we haven't done that is because we don't have any room to store it in our current home. Otherwise, we totally would. It would be way more cost effective.
Keep in mind, methanol alcohol is the key ingredient that's in windshield washing fluid that prevents it from freezing. So it's the same thing, it's just diluted. But keep in mind, methanol alcohol is poisonous. So you don't necessarily want it on your skin. On the MSDS sheet, they say avoid direct skin contact, of course, eyes, mouth, all of that. I would strongly suggest using some type of latex glove when using the methanol alcohol. And plus, we'll get into gloves in a second, but that's our glove system anyways, because it's 100% waterproof when you're using latex gloves. And just avoid, anything stupid like getting it in your mouth or rubbing it in your eyes. Yeah. Last thing I would say about windshield washing fluid is that they have different ratings. Some are rated for 30 and below, 20 and below, 10 below. What that is that there's more methanol in that solution. So there's only been 1 or 2 times last year that we had to use like a 20 and below, because even the standard like 30 and below was starting to freeze on the windows. So if you're in a really, really cold climate, I suggest getting like that heavy duty 10, 20 below windshield washing fluid.
In the fall, it's also going to be a really good time to stock up on any supplies that you might need. That's when we go through and we get ourselves new sleeves, we get, some soft rubber, we get just really any new supplies that we might need to get us through the winter, because during the winter money can be a little tighter because you don't have a lot of houses coming in. So it's just a good time to stock up on anything you might need or can see yourself needing in the winter time. So we went through and we ordered a bunch of new sleeves. So I've got new Mormon sleeves, Luke got new Unger sleeves, and then we've got some new pads for our accelerators, and then we got new jackets for work, that we go through a local company that does all of our work clothes. And then we use FedEx to do invoices. So we went through and got stocked up on invoices as well. So that's what we use for invoices.
I don't think you can ever have enough gloves while working in the cold. If you're going to do a lot of pull work, you're definitely going to want a beefier glove, a real thick glove. You don't really need the dexterity in your fingers, but holding on to an aluminum pole or a carbon fiber pole, it can be like holding on to an icicle, and your hands will get even colder doing the pull work. So a lot of times I'll have 2 different pairs of gloves with me. For example, if I'm doing a lot of pull work and Reanna's doing the bottoms, I'll wear my big bulky gloves, and then if I'm going to switch to hand tools for a while, I'll go and switch to my latex gloves. I'll let Reanna tell you real quick about our pretty standard glove system for most days.
So we just get knitted gloves and we use latex gloves right over the top. And the knitted gloves, we just get them at Walmart. Like Walmart, you can get them at Home Depot, really anywhere. They're just like the fuzzy little gloves you would wear. Like think of like when you were a kid. What kind of gloves did you wear to school? This is the same type of glove we're wearing with latex gloves over the top. For our bulkier gloves, we have been using Carhartt water-resistant gloves. Luke will put a little clip in here of them here. We love those. It's like a sauna for your hands. It's awesome. We love those gloves. Those are the warmest gloves we found, and they keep your hands dry.
While we're working throughout the day, we typically keep our gloves up on the dashboard. So when we get back in the truck, we'll throw our gloves up on the dash and we'll have the heat coming. So it'll dry the gloves out in between jobs as well.
Another thing you might need to do is to winterize your truck. So during the spring, fall, summer, we carry around resin in our truck with us while we're doing houses, just in case we blow a tank so we can do a quick switch. During the winter, you might want to take that out, put it in storage, put it somewhere where it's like kind of cool, dry, but not too cold, because you don't want your resin to go bad.
We'll also stock up on extra gloves in the truck. We'll remove most of the water. We keep all of our tools in these milk crates, our tool belts, because we don't have a garage, and a lot of you guys might not have a garage either. You might do like off-street parking. So if you do, you need a way to take your stuff in and out every day, and we try to make it as easy as possible. So our truck's always kind of set up for winter work so that we can take the stuff in and out. If you leave your stuff out in the truck overnight, you can really regret it, because everything will freeze together, and then it makes a real big mess in the morning to get ready for work.
During the winter, we will normally still use just Ederay hard rubber. We don't have too many problems with it. It's easy to find locally. You can always order it online. It's just our favorite rubber. But in the winter, soft rubber will perform better. So whatever kind of rubber you like, just see if they make a soft version of that, and that will probably get you by better in the winter.
Winter is an excellent time to start canvassing for new storefronts. I would say that we usually land, I'd say 60% of all of our new storefronts during the winter months, simply because a lot of the one-man shows, and I'm not knocking you guys, or bucket moms will ditch their accounts or neglect them during the winter. We do not, because our clients still expect us to be there summer, winter, it doesn't matter. So this is an excellent time to go out and canvas. You should have some extra time too without the residential coming in. So it kind of goes back to what Reanna was saying, stocking up on your office supplies, and I would hope that cards would fall in that category too. But we also set aside entire days in the winter to do nothing but canvas. So keep that in mind and plan for it. Winter is an excellent time to get new commercial/storefront business.
I will say this, for the guys who start ditching their accounts in the winter, customers are really forgiving. So if you're not doing the best job because you're wearing big bulky gloves, and so you detail and you make a little thicker of a line than you normally would, customers are really forgiving. They just want to see you there. So don't just give up your accounts. Make it there, call them, let them know, like, hey, it snowed today, hey, it's below freezing today, I won't be able to make it. That goes a long way.
With the colder months, I think all window cleaners have a little bit of spare time. It's a great idea to start preparing for the next year. So this is when we tackle like website design or marketing strategies or plans for the next year. We start coming up with our goals for next year. So we'll start, on top of everything else, we also start preparing for the next season coming up.
Also, take a vacation, because you deserve it. Take like a week off. Just be like, screw it. It's cold.
You deserve it.
So the camera died or something.
Some kind of glitch happened. I don't think it died. It looked like it was still recording, and I didn't notice until days later.
It's another day.
Always check and make sure you have full battery or not a glitchy GoPro when recording videos. That was pretty much it, I think. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe, and tune back in. We upload every single Wednesday.
Smash that bell. Smash it and it'll tell you when we upload.
Very true.
Also, let us know your thoughts on if we should do a live stream or not. We're thinking about doing one here in the next couple months. With the winter getting a little slower, we can just do like a Q&A on a Wednesday instead of a normal video. So if you guys want to see that, just comment down below. Say yes, I want to see that, or no, thank you.
It's been a long time since we've done one. We quit doing them because they weren't doing very well. It didn't seem like it was something you guys wanted to see. So I'd be interested to see how that turns out. All right. Bye.
Bye.